Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Mike B, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 military surplus rifles that are probably going to be all but gone by the end of 2018. So you should probably get one if you get the chance. So I'm going to make this list as accurate as I foresee it, based on past and present and future kind of things that people have been saying might come into the country. So yeah, we'll keep each video or each little rifle kind of short so we can make this video not 3 hours long. So our first choice is going to be a KAR-98, specifically a German one that's not been modified by the Yugoslavian military or anything else. These have become exceptionally hard to find and very expensive over the past 2 years. This one right here, my particular example, is a non-bolt matching, but it's all original German K98. And in this condition and stuff, this would be going for about $600, which is insane to me. But yeah, they're getting harder to find. People are holding on to them. The only reason this is at the bottom of the list, because we're going to kind of be going from least uncommon, and you can find it, to like you need to probably act within the next couple months, or chances are you're not going to get one. So this would probably be one that you find at a gun shop a lot, because they're still around. But people who know what they are right now are going to be hanging on to them, but people who don't know, or grandpa dies and they clean out his gun closet and they give it to the local gun shop or pawn shop, might not be as aware of what they have. So if you get the opportunity, make sure you get one of these before it's too late and you're stuck either paying an exuberant amount or you just can't find one. So there's number 10 on our list. Moving on. Number 9 on our list is another Mauser 98 action variant. We got the Czechoslovakian Vz right here. So these are the rifles that were, this particular one was sent to Romania and used by the Romanian military in World War II. It's been refurbished and everything. I'm talking about a Vz that's Czechoslovakian in every respect, or any respect rather, not every. So whether it was a Romanian one or even Chinese issued, Vz are getting very hard to find, and it just kind of happened all of a sudden. Like, it wasn't anything super noticeable or anything. It's just one day they were super hard to find and really expensive if you could find one on the secondary market. So yeah, our number 9 choice, because you can still find these in gun shops and such, is going to be the Czechoslovakian Vz Mauser in 8mm. Number 8 on our list comes in as the US model 1917, or the US rifle model 1917. So these were very common in the United States for a number of years, well, since the First World War pretty much. But in recent years, a lot of collectors, new and old, have been taking interest in these, and they've been drying up, which is insane. And a lot of these were also cut up and sporterized, making them not original and not worth the collector's value. Only a value as a hunting rifle, which they're still very good. But we're talking about an all-original example here. Any maker, Eddystone, Remington, or Winchester. Obviously, Winchester's going to bring a little bit of a premium, but if you can get a hold of one of these rifles before 2018 ends, you'll probably be in good shape. If you haven't watched my videos on this, it's a great rifle and fantastic, really fun to shoot and accurate, and I hope you can get one by the end of the year. Sort of like the M1917 rifle, these are very common and still are in the United States, but in recent years, of course, it's always been a popular rifle, but in recent years, these things have been bought up by the dozens, by collectors and shooters alike, and are getting very hard to find, and the price keeps creeping up and up and up. And doesn't seem like we're going to be getting any more back from any countries we loaned them to. So that's why it would behoove you to probably get one of these awesome rifles, which is the US Rifle Caliber 30 M1, by the end of 2018, so you don't miss out on having one of these. I don't think that they're going to go away, but like I said with the other rifles, people who have them are holding on to them, and new collectors are willing to pay whatever, and then they're hanging on to them. So I'm seeing less and less of these on the primary market and secondary market, and it's pretty sad. So go ahead and get yourself one of these and save yourself regret in the future. Coming in at number 6 on our list is the Swiss K31 rifle. Now, these were still in the primary market a couple times last year, and I think the beginning of this year, 2017, but they're drying up. They only made a finite amount of them to begin with, and most of them are either here or still in Switzerland or have been destroyed or whatnot. So if you want one of these, now's the time to grab one of these and stop sitting on the fence. These are awesome rifles. I don't have to get into that on this video. You can go check out my other videos rambling about how awesome these are and see other YouTubers say the same thing. But these are getting very hard to find and really creeping up in price, getting very expensive. So yeah, I would strongly suggest you get one of these this year before they're dried up. Now we'll move on to number 5. 5. Welcome to number 5, people. Looks like a Mosin Nagant 9130, but it's actually not. This is the Finnish M39 Mosin Nagant rifle. So last year, these were still in the primary market through a very popular vendor. Unfortunately, that vendor bought out the last remaining stock of these rifles in the United States and probably in the world, excluding a few in Finland, making these automatically going to be really hard to find this year because they're all secondary market and people like them and are holding on to them. You might occasionally be able to find one for sale on a gun forum online, but it's few and far between. It's not as much as it used to be because these things have been had and everybody who has one of these wants to hang on to it. So if you haven't checked out my video on this, go check it out. They're awesome rifles. I love them, and you definitely need to get one or else you're probably never going to be able to find one again. Number 4 on our list is this little guy that you've been hearing a lot about on my channel, and other people picked up on that and started running with it as well. And that's partially, I think, why they're getting a little bit harder to find. A couple of years ago, even, these things were very easy to find, the French Mosques 36 rifle. And they've been getting harder and harder to find. I've been noticing the prices creeping up and just less of them for sale. I don't know if that's just because people are hanging on to them or people don't want them, but it seems like the demand is far outweighing the supply currently. Seems like a lot of people got very interested in these awesome little rifles shortly after everybody had bought them, and it was a little bit too late. So a day late and $1 short, as everyone says. So I've been seeing these go for really high prices, and it's kind of surprising to me that these increased in value that fast rather, but they have. So obviously I want you to have one of these so you can experience how awesome these are and don't have to keep taking my word for it and can see for yourself. So we got the Mosques 36 in 4th place. Oddly enough, number 3 is a back-to-back French firearm. We've got the Mosques 49-56 semi-automatic rifle. Again, a few years ago, these were fairly common and reasonably priced for what they are. And lately, I haven't seen any of these for sale in the 308 conversion or the original caliber. These are, again, awesome surplus rifles. It's just that it seems that the demand is far outweighing the supply. I don't know if people are just hanging on to these. People don't know that there's a demand for them or what, but you'd be hard-pressed to find one of these at a local gun shop, much less a gun show. And online is even very scarce and hard to find. And I don't understand that because I think there were a lot of these imported into the country. And I think a lot of people had these. I don't know why there's such a shortage, and these things are going for such really high, exuberant prices that I couldn't have even imagined would happen this fast, just like the Mosques 36. So if you can get one of these this year, I would highly recommend it because these are also drying up pretty quickly at an alarming rate. Now we'll move on to our number 2. In our number 2 spot, unfortunately, is the Mauser Gewehr 98. These have been significantly more popular since Battlefield 1 came out. I hate attributing it to things like that, but they were getting hard to find to begin with, and now you introduce that video game with a million fanboys that really want one of these, and they have all but dried up. These things have gone through the roof on pricing, and after that little spike, I didn't see many for sale. So again, either people are just hanging on to them, or there's just not that many out there for sale. Also, a lot of these were chopped up and sporterized before that. So you combine all those factors and these are very hard to find. If you want one of these and you can find one this year that's not, this is an all original German one, it isn't Turkish marked, which are more common. But if you want to get an all original one and you have a good opportunity, I would take it this year. I really would, because I don't know if these are going to be available besides for super premium prices in the next few years. So it's your call, but this is my number 2 choice. I'm recommending if you want one, now is probably the time to grab one. So now we'll move on to our number 1. And here's our number 1 choice, people, the French model 1886-93 Lebel rifle. These were hard to get last year, and the year before, but Battlefield 1 last year really destroyed the market for this rifle too. If there was a little market, you could find these at gun shows and stuff. There isn't anymore because everybody wants one of these. So I'm afraid that at the time of me making this, these are all but dried up. So people who have them, like myself, are hanging on to them because they know what they are, they know what they're worth. These things have gone through the roof on the price if you can find one. You'll see a lot of the Afghan bringbacks bringing what the original rifles like this would bring nowadays, if you can find those. It's just insane to me that these have become this rare and uncommon because they made millions of these and they used them through the Second World War. So you'd think there'd be more, but unfortunately there aren't. So for our number 1 choice, if you want to get one of these this year and you have the opportunity to do so, I would jump on it or else you're probably not going to be able to find one of these in real life again. So that's all I've got for this year. Hopefully I'm proven wrong by the end of this year. That's why I'm making this pretty early. But these are the rifles that I foresee are going to be drying up by the end of this year, and they're going to become so expensive that it's not even worth getting them. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong. And thanks for watching, everybody. Go ahead and click on my Patreon link in the description to support this channel. We do some really cool stuff on here, like ballistic tests, and I'm hoping to do some flak jackets this year. I do self-fund most of the channel, but it's kind of nice to have some help from the crowd. Patreon gives you access to exclusive videos that are not posted on YouTube, polls, discussions, and giveaways that we do on Patreon. So it's a really good time, and it's only $1 a month or $1 million a month, depending on what you want to do. It's all up to you. So $1 a month buys you in, and it's a really good time, and it would really help out to support this channel. So other than that, if you like this video, or even if you didn't, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more cool videos like this. If you want to let me know what you think or whatever, go to my Facebook page, type in Mike B in Facebook, and you'll find the Facebook page for the channel. And let me know what you think about this list there. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.